Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Intentionally Blank D&D. I'm your DM Kyle, and I'm joined by the lovely players Dakota, Levi, and Paisley.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey guys, welcome to this
Paisley,
episode of
Paisley.
Intentionally Blank D&D.
Oh, I was the first one to say it.
Before we begin, do you guys have any announcements?
I have M&M's.
We saw the D&D movie and liked it.
It was good.
Yeah.
Other news, Talespire has announced that they have another member joining them. They are getting a new senior backend engineer that's going to be helping them. So that's really cool that their team is continuing to grow. But I don't believe they've had any updates since then.
Yeah, they haven't really had any major updates. I don't know if you noticed in there. Sorry, I dropped something. I'm trying to find it. In their thing, they did say that their next update will be the ship's update.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Yeah, I believe
After
they're
we're
just doing a lot
done
of
with
stuff on the
this.
back end, and with having their new member that is senior backend engineer, I believe they're just putting a lot of work into that right now.
Yeah, they said with the attachment points working in their beta testing, their next release will be the ship tile set.
Okay, cool.
And at this point, I can start saying soon. TM.
But other than that, I will get into last time. Last time on DnD, the party does their final prep for facing off with the pirates. Hoovel sets up still on top of the rooftops, firing at any movement on the island, just keeping them completely hunkered down in their castle. He sets up a few bomb arrows and time charges for his companion, blows himself up a couple times, but for the most part gets a few more. While he does this, Asher goes about talking more with the townspeople and setting up for any land incursion. And while she does this, Moat and the insectoid went to the island to retrieve Hoovel's old bow. Once there, they found that most of the pirates had ran out the back, and are seeing like tracks of this, and that there's no pirates on the island. While they figure this out, Hoovel sees off in the distance a ship that's not the pirate ship sailing away from the pirate island. He attempts to move along the coast, moving at his full pace, seeing where the ship is in comparison to his speed. He realizes that he will not be able to catch up with the ship at this point, and goes back to focusing on the island. While inspecting the island, Moat activates his eyes, or it's a lens, correct?
Yes, mine's a lens.
Okay. His lens, that...
Oh wait, no. That is the gem of seeing.
Okay. He activates his seeing gem, and sees one of the pirates has stayed behind, inside the castle, invisible, waiting for someone to come in. After this, a fight ensues with Moat, the insectoid, this remaining pirate, and an imp that seems to be on the pirate side. It's a bit back and forth, but the insectoid goes down, the imp gets destroyed, Moat brings back the insectoid, and the last remaining pirate is brought down by Hoovel across the way. After this, the remaining pirate, a tiefling, is brought back to shore, and the town is told that the pirates have fled, or the pirates that remain that haven't been killed have fled, and the remaining tiefling is brought back, and the town decides that it would be best to keep him as a prisoner rather than just kill him outright. Even though some of the townsfolk are a little bit upset about that, that's what the town's decision is. We start the session right after that. You guys head to bed. Hoovel stays up this night to watch for pirates. And during his watch during the night, he does not see them return. Moat, you had a vision of a cloaked figure standing much larger than what a normal person would stand at, and kind of gives you a nod, but not much more than that. I will.
No matter how much I'm hoping for, just a little bit of just a jerky jerk. He just doesn't get it.
We will start this session. Asher, as you are resting during the night, your back propped up against the cave wall, still somewhat getting used to not sleeping through the night. You see someone out of the corner of your eye, and you kind of go to look, but your limbs won't react.
Oh no, it's the sleep paralysis demons.
Pretty much. And as it comes into view, you see a familiar figure, one that helped you in the Feywild when your patron had given up on you. You see...
Say something.
I'm giving up on you.
You see trailing behind him, even along the rock, just like a blackened trail wherever his foot lands. And as he approaches you, he kind of gets down so that his face is just fairly close to yours, and with a foul, moldy breath seeping through the helmet that obscures his face. You can see a slight glow of red eyes. He says, "That battle was excellent. I was excited for more dead. I would have wished for more." And then, even though you wouldn't really like him to, he gets slightly closer, so his helmet is almost pressed up against your nose. And
You ruining it.
you feel something placed in your hand, and he says, "Go to the dead heap and choose a body.
Stroke it.
I
God.
excitedly wait for your decision."
Having had sleep paralysis, I know exactly what to do. Not move even though you want to, and gulp really hard.
Freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
You awaken the next morning. Both of you get a full rest.
Wow.
Nice. Just what I needed.
I kind of stand up like, sure, that was a sleep. I look down to my hand. What does this object look like, if it's actually there?
In your hand, you see a diamond.
Oh, no fair. I look down in my hand.
There's like some white across it.
Nice. There was a little jerky jerk.
My diamond of the dead. I stick it in my pocket.
I see her stick her diamond in her pocket. I stick mine in my pocket.
Oh.
But at this moment, Hoovel, unless you want to go to bed, you will have exhaustion. Or I guess right now you would have one level of exhaustion as the morning breaks. and you can decide what you would like to do.
Were we supposed to? Was I supposed to immediately like start training people?
No.
At this moment, you stayed up all night looking for pirates, and no pirates came.
Fuck that.
You don't gotta worry about training people until I get the whole thing organized with like
Um,
people taking voluntary
yeah.
watches and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
and
going to sleep.
Spoilers.
Oh,
no, I was just gonna say, for the next 2 days, we're gonna take a semi time skip, and you guys will just explain to me what you guys want to do over the next 2 days.
okay. Yeah, it was premeditated. With the squad, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go around convincing the town to come and have like a big meeting with me, and then I'm going to attempt to organize like a neighborhood watch. So people like electing to take shifts, walking around patrolling, and then we're going to like train these fellas up. Yeah. So I'm gonna go get started on that.
Okay.
I head off towards the town.
So you head off towards the town. I'll have you make some rolls in a bit.
Yeah.
Once I get what everyone's doing. Moat or Hoovel, what are you guys doing during this time?
I'm going to talk to Estrella and see if she can help set up some more defenses for the town.
Okay.
And if need be, help them make those defenses and whatnots.
Okay. So yeah, you can definitely do that during day one. If you want to help out, that would also take the second day if they decide they want to. But you also head towards the town.
Yes.
Hoovel. You can continue on and do something the first day. I will say that you will have a level of exhaustion unless you want to take the first day to rest.
I'll just rest first day.
Okay. So Asher and Moat, you guys go to town. The things that you notice going into town the first day is that the boards on the housing are being removed, as a lot of them had been boarded up for protection. And you also notice repairs on the ruined building are making good progress. It seems people have been working through the night to get that up and working as soon as possible. You do notice that some of the townsfolk start getting back on like a more normal routine. You see a couple people at the fight pit, far less than when you first came into town, but a couple people are enjoying themselves. Alright, Asher, if you want to go first. You said you were going to try to rally people?
Yeah. I'm just gonna do like a touch and pass. Meet in the what is this place? What do you call the place where the two men were strung?
Town center.
Okay. Meet at town center. And then I'll like move on. Tell who you know. I'm like, meet at town center. And I'm just gonna keep on going.
Okay. I'll say no roll needed for that. You guys had just saved the town, and the people that are still around are willing to listen to that request fairly easily. So you go through town. Most people are either at the fighting pit or helping with the ruined jail cell. So there are a couple stragglers in the rest of the town. But I'll say you round them up as well.
Okay.
And within like probably an hour or so, people are starting to gather at town center.
Good. Just like wait until everybody starts filing in.
Okay. Right. But you feel like you've gotten the majority of town.
Okay.
What do you say?
People, we need an organized means of having night watch, or day watch. Both watches, really, anytime. What we need to do is create a system of patrol that is all based upon, well, you all. No third party people who answer to anyone else. You all answer to each other. And we need to set a system where we take turns patrolling these lands, protecting everyone as well as themselves. So, are you with me?
Please roll persuasion.
Okay. I didn't quite think how I would phrase it to like everyone. Only like the concept. Whoa!
Oh.
Hang on just a second. My persuasion is a plus 13, so you know how this goes. We looking at a... Oh no, math.
32.
32!
We're looking at math, guys.
We're looking at math.
Yeah, with the 32, even with the maybe unthought delivery,
They're like, yeah!
they seem a little bit confused at first, but as you continue to talk, they sort of start nodding, and some people are like, yeah, I'll take first watch, and people start like almost jumping at the opportunity to be the first person to do it. And it seems like, yeah, you've gotten a large group of people that will take turns watching the town.
Let's get started on a roster. I'll take, like, groups of 3 will patrol around these parts, and then they'll tag in the next person. If you can't do it, sub out with somebody else, and whatever that takes. If they'll do it just because, or if they need you to trade a shift, then let's do it that way. You guys are in control, so whatever you need to do to cover shifts, or that's up to you all. I pull out a piece of paper and ink and quill that I always have on my person.
Mm-hmm.
And I create a schedule.
Okay, and we will say that you do that, as
Yay!
I'm not going to go through the names of every townsperson.
No. Hold up. I need every name. Fleshed out. Plus rates.
But yeah, we'll say over the next little while, you get the names of people and you start a regular schedule of people rotating, either like through the day or through the night.
Yeah. I with this like eagerness and participation, I feel like empowered with this idea. Any of you who don't trust their arm or could use a brush up, let's train together. I have people who can get you stronger, better, faster, sneakier, whatever you need. Like that.
Sorry. Yeah, and you see as some people start stepping forward, and they're like, I could definitely use some help with that.
You can tell by dweeby voice. It's like, sure you do, buddy. Yeah, okay. I'm so glad I rolled good once.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead and do that. While you're doing that, Moat,
Yo,
you head into town and you're going to Estrella, correct?
I'm going to Estrella.
Okay.
Having a hard time grabbing my guy out of the cave. Got it. The cave just has a weird little hitbox with the rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I head over to Estrella's.
And as you knock on the door, Estrella, you hear like clanging inside, but soon enough, she opens the door. Soot-covered face, looks to have been working. Moat, what can I do for you today? You've done so much for us already.
Well, I'm hoping it's not something that you can do for me, but you can do for the town. We are looking to help fortify the docks to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. I'm I'm wondering if you would be able to make us something that would be simple to use yet effective versus unwanted people coming into the docks.
Oh, simple enough. Please roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Nice. For a total of
26.
okay. Simple enough.
Man, we are fucking talkers today.
Heyo!
Anything for the saviors of Ferrant. I can whip up something fairly quickly if we need it fast.
I'd say we should probably get something up, at least for the time being, and if you want to continue working on some more advanced stuff for the town, that'd be very beneficial. And with that, I'm also going to hand her a sack filled with like 50 gold.
She takes it and shakes it slightly and says, "Oh, we'll be done, darling. I will have that out by the end of today.
If you need a hand with anything,
yes. If you get the time, please send over some more broader fellows over here to take it to the docks, as it will be
oh,
heavy."
of course. And yeah, I just go find a couple people probably that she has gathered over here.
Okay.
And I just picked like two burly dudes, like actually,
The broadest.
yeah, lizard and orc.
Okay. And you see, as they're both very willing to help, as you've talked to them before. And the insectoid also tags along. Just
I figured as much.
he tags along with
Hey.
the orc.
I like their duo. They're very cute. The unlikely buds.
I really like the click and drag everyone, but sometimes the hitbox is a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish it was placed on the map rather than on the screen, so if you move the screen, it doesn't stay there.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys begin doing that. Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish day one? Most of this will take a majority of the day. I will say you could do something else since most of yours was just like talking, getting it going.
I also want to find
longer.
one. I also want to find one person to go to the mines.
Okay.
I want to find somebody who is strong enough to actually bring back a fair amount, as well as we know that there are possible troubles along the way, so someone that can at least hold their own to get out if need be.
Okay.
Venturing
Roll
with-
either perception or investigation to see if you can pick out who might be good for this.
I have advantage on
unless
both
you
of those
have-
things.
Okay. I was gonna say unless you
Um,
have someone in mind already.
A 19.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking about one of these two boys.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say those two would probably be.
But if I'm trying to not take from somebody that's initially wanting to start up the town's guard neighborhood watch.
Yeah. In that case, you could send, potentially This guy who you've seen in the fight pits quite a bit.
Yeah.
He is kind of like the town champion, without having like a champion title.
He's also a Furbolg, so the natural magic might help him get through the woods easier.
If you need people that can keep him protected, you do know of an Aarakocra right here that might be good in the forest, or just as a flying creature. And then another powerful person that you know in town is Halfriff. If that's a team that you want to send, or if you want them, Halfriff, to stay here.
Halfriff should stay in town.
Old though, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I asked these two if they can make it to the mines and bring back as much crystal as they can.
Okay. Yeah, roll another persuasion.
Alright.
I'll say with advantage, since they are already willing to help out.
Okay, good. Well, I rolled 2 twice.
Aw, damn.
So that's an 8.
Okay. They kind of look at you and
I say I'll sweeten the deal a bit, and I offer them, like, 10 gold.
They kind of, like, rub their neck, and they're like, well, I was just getting ready to go for guard duty, but,
If you do this, I can guarantee you guard duty once you're back.
roll one more time.
I swear to God, if I get a 2, okay, that's a 14.
Okay. They kind of look at each other and nod. Can we take one more person with us?
Of course.
Okay, then, yes, I believe we can do this. It will take some time, but if we get guard duty when we get back, I believe that could be in order.
And then I come up and I, like, get Asher's attention. I'm like, once these men get back, they're up for guard duty.
Sounds like a plan. I like pencil in on my roster. Okay. Check it out. Look, everybody is all pumped. Oh yeah, town protected. You're welcome.
And you see
also, I promised them you'd trade them, so be prepared for that. Big thumbs up. We're training people. We're teachers now.
Okay. You see as the Furbolg and Aarakocra gather a lizard snake folk.
A naga?
Yeah. From the crowd, and they kind of talk for a little bit, and then they start heading. They gather provisions and then head out.
Oh, that just reminded me. I kind of like how cheesy they made the other races look in the D&D one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, in the D&D movie.
Like, I'd much rather them just like
people.
I would much rather them just
no
look
spoilers,
like cheesy.
But yeah.
Than them try to make them look super
too
realistic.
Humanoid.
They weren't like super CGI, like
right,
almost animated.
It was like a Dave Henson
costume makeup. Yeah.
Yeah. And
like,
it was pretty good.
Yeah, you can tell shit was just like plastered to their faces kind of deal. It was cool.
So yeah, I'll say you guys combining to get the townsfolk to do all this and stuff, you guys are doing pretty well.
And then if I have time, one last stop.
Yeah, it would probably
it's
be
not till night.
It'd probably be afternoon at this point.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just going back to Humphrey.
Okay. So afternoon.
Oh wait. Before Moat leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, will you come do something with me tonight?
Oh.
Involving dead bodies?
Oh. They don't talk much.
No. I sure hope not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just need some moral support, like, way later. Yeah, so do what you will. reconvening on this issue much later.
I give her a nod,
Okay.
and I make my way over to Humphrey.
Okay. And you get there and
I hate that little step right there.
yeah.
There.
Humphrey sees you from afar and meets you at the bridge. Welcome back, Moat. What can I do for you?
Have you made any progress on the range issue that we talked about previously?
I am working on it. I do believe I will have something, but I believe it's only been like half a day since then.
It was... No, it's been... I think it's been 1.5 or 2 days.
Because the last 3 sessions were in the same day.
I know, but it was before... Let's see... I guess it was the day that they went, we got Hoovel back.
Okay. So yeah, that was like...
A day and a half, 2 days
ago.
Okay.
So, I have been working on it. I do believe I will have something for you soon.
Okay.
It's just a matter of building it at this point.
I just hadn't checked in since and was curious if you even found a solution.
Yes, I am very proud of this one.
Very well. I will leave you to it. One thing. I don't know if the pirates will be back. So just keep your eyes open.
I will, and I have my crew prepared for such cases.
Of course. Yeah. That was the whole reason I was coming over here, so.
Okay.
I thought it had been longer than that.
Yeah.
But having 3 sessions be 1 day messes with
yeah, it was a month
sense
ago
of time.
In real time that you asked him, but
Right. All right, then I just start generally helping with the town stuff.
All right. Yeah, and as you guys help out, like towards the end of the first day, you can see that the jail cell is pretty much put together. And they put the tiefling pirate in there. He is completely gagged and bound, given very like no freedom whatsoever.
Right.
So even though they are generous in not killing him, they are not like treating him well in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Okay, yeah,
okay.
but I'm just gonna do general help around the town.
Okay. And as you guys do that, the sun sets, and it is the night of the first of 2 days.
I meet Asher.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Hoovel as well. Is he just back at camp? Can I just go back to camp and see if he's there real quick?
Yeah, Hoovel, at this point, you would wake up to see Asher approaching.
And me if I met up with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you wanted to meet up with her before you see the
Yeah.
other two.
If you see me, like, yeah, in town, we'll, like, both go there.
Cool.
Hoovel. I, like, climb up to his perch. Like, poke at him. Hoovel, wake up.
I slowly bring out a piece of explosive.
Wait. I need your help with something.
What?
IDK, actually. I just need you to, like, stand guard. I'll explain on the way. Come on. Up out of bed. I, like, ruffle up his, like, sheets or something, like, tug at it, and I'm like, come on, get out of there. And I bound off the cliff again.
I mean, I was gonna make some sea mines, but alright.
It'll only take a second, maybe. Yeah, you too, Moat. I point at us. Come on.
Yeah, I follow.
Where do I imagine all the bodies are kept? Maybe at the church?
If you wanted to during the day while you were doing all of that, you could probably ask someone. The bodies of the people that were killed during all the things that happened the last few days are being buried kind of like behind the pumpkin farm.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I go. Okay. I start heading that way, of which I used to know where was, and now I don't.
It's on
Where's
the
that?
west side of town.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You arrive, and you do see a hole, like a very large hole, is being dug, but hasn't been dug yet. And you see the bodies of all the people who have been slain in the last few days are kind of like gathered off to the side.
Are there any grave tenders in the vicinity?
Make a perception check.
Oh, couldn't ride that high for too long, I suppose. It's a 6 plus 6, so it's a 9.
Okay. You don't see any.
Right. Okay. I think I like I'm like touching the diamond in my pocket as I'm like speaking to them. I just need you guys to make sure that nobody comes around here for a second. I think I gotta do something.
Okay. Then I do a quick look around to make sure that nobody is currently here.
Okay. You can also make a perception check. Or investigation if you'd rather.
Dude,
Double twos!
it's an 8.
You don't see anyone around.
Dude, I've gotten 4 2s. Both sets have been on advantage.
Hoovel, you two, just like, don't use force or anything, but like, watch and make sure nobody comes around here, okay?
Okay.
Like, steer them away.
Oh, man.
Oh, what the heck?
Damn you! Wait, what's your pluses?
What was it? Perception?
Yeah.
Gosh dang, that's the wrong button. Plus 10. So 16.
Okay. You also don't see anyone around the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Okay. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. I just got like this diamond, I guess. And I'm looking around at these bodies. Like, what am I seeing here amongst these bodies?
You see the 3 human adventurers who were with the researcher that you initially met in town that were strung up. You see the pumpkin farmer right here. Next to him, you see the captain and deckhand, the drow captain and human deckhand of the boat that kind of like blew you off. And then you see the 2 bodies of the pirates that you had strung up.
All right. So I pull out the diamond and I inspect it.
Okay. It's a not cleanly cut diamond, but definitely like a chunk of clear crystal diamond, very pure.
Okay. In my heart, do I know what to do?
If you'd like to take a moment to think about it.
Okay.
Uh,
I search myself for the answer.
as you stand there,
I don't know.
how do you search yourself?
What do I think I would do? I guess I hold one hand to my heart and clutch the diamond in the other, and I'm thinking, what would this bony ass, stanky breath dude want me to do with this diamond? And I'm like gonna meditate on that
Okay.
for a
I
second.
won't have you roll. You can
Oh.
roll if you want to, but it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, oh okay.
As you're clutching your heart, you hear as if someone was right behind you in your ear saying, "You are the master of life and death. Choose wisely."
God.
And as you quickly turn around, no one's there.
I kind of like shiver. All right, that doesn't tell me
I
what.
wave at her as she turns around.
I like sheepishly like wave back.
Like,
I'm like muttering to myself, "You don't tell me where to stick it, but that's fine, I guess. I'll just figure it out." If I was a good person, I'd probably bring back the pumpkin farmer. But Hish Hash says he didn't even care about this guy this much. These guys, like, died, so they're probably not even that strong. Who says, though? Who says they come back and serve me? They could come back and, like, fight me on sight, which would probably happen if I rezzed one of these guys. These are some strong mofos, though.
we don't know about that. That wizard died in one hit. Or one round.
Well, oh, I guess that's metagaming, because that is the wizard that clutched Hovel.
Hoovel might have told us about that, though.
Like the vampiric power. Would
Yeah,
he have,
probably.
though? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because it's like, where the fuck were ya, Hovel? And then he'd, like, talk about it. That guy would be bad if they did just get up and fight me. Oh, God. I Hoovel up there thinking about this. Based on the reactions, I'm assuming they didn't see somebody who stood behind me.
No, they did not. Or they aren't making it seem like they are. But just so you guys know, you did not see anyone standing around her.
Well, no doubt. They're all laying down.
Fair enough.
Dead people don't stand.
But maybe talk. Who's this other guy with like the shield here again?
That was the one that came, was watching over Hoovel. Him and the wizard were both watching Hoovel with the large giant. But these two were standing there as the like barrel exploded.
I could bring them back and kick the shit out of them again. It's a honest option. I res the jaguar guy.
Okay, so you're gonna go and reach down and touch him.
Yes. I like try and do it ceremoniously as if I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I like touch his forehead or something.
Yeah, so you take the diamond in one hand and kind of like wave it over, acting as if you know what you're doing. And as you reach out and touch the forehead of the Tabaxi, him laying there, you can see like sunken cheeks. It hasn't been too long since they died, but it has been long enough that they are starting to look a little rough, and have like a bit of a smell. But as you touch, you see the barn marks that were around them start to dissipate and the cheeks fill up. And then just large breath comes into the lungs of the tabaxi as they start frantically looking around.
You miss me? And I'm gonna like put him in a headlock instantly.
He has no idea who you are.
I don't know either. I don't know this guy. I just know he kicked the shit out of my friend.
Go ahead. I will have you roll an athletics or acrobatics to grapple him. I'll have him roll at disadvantage because he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Acrobatics is only a +5. It's a 9.
Okay. So as
Only
you...
a +5?
Well, I rolled a 4, so it's still a shit.
I know, but +5 is pretty good.
Have you seen my other bonuses? 5's like pretty mid.
You go to grapple him and he slips free, now fully aware that this is not a good situation he's in. I'd like you to roll initiative, and the other two as well, as you guys are keeping look.
20, not at.
Sweet.
15.
What was that, Paisley?
20.
21,
17.
20, 17. And then, give me one moment while I set up the music. Okay. Then I want to look up a ruling real quick. Okay. And then he needs to roll. Okay. Hoovel and Moat, you guys are a bit surprised at this. So I'll count you guys as surprised. But you see as you try to get him in a headlock, he quickly stands. And goes to reach for you. He's not trying to grapple you. This is him casting a spell.
Came back from the grave. He's ready to fight.
Says the person who brought him back and then instantly attacked him.
Does an 11 beat your AC?
Negative.
Okay. So yeah, he gets up, reaches towards you. You kind of pull back, and he swears under his breath. Then he is going to look, and start running.
Was he not grappled?
He was not.
Oh, okay. Does Paisley have her reaction?
Yeah, Paisley does have a reaction, so he goes to flee. If you would like to hit, you have the opportunity to.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
I cast.
Do you,
You can't cast
You can't cast unless you have the
Oh,
feat
oh.
Warcaster feat.
But if you have any melee options.
Oh, okay, yeah. I went to my reactions tab and it just said Gift of Gab, but that's from the Leer. I have to play it first.
Right.
Okay. Guess I try and smack him.
All right. Go for it. Do you have any weapon, like melee weapons, or are you just trying to punch him?
I have a dart. I have a palm pistol, but I'm not going to use that. Actually, I may have given that away. I'm going to have to rewatch something here.
So you're just going for an unarmed?
Yes.
No, her dart
That's-
is her needle.
Yeah. Is that melee?
It's
Melee?
essentially a reflavored dagger.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I wield it in my hand. I don't shoot it. Like, it's not a blow dart.
I know, but a dart is normally a thrown weapon.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, go for it. You rolled a 15 plus.
8.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. I get him for 1d4 plus 3.
Okay.
And were these guys stripped?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 points of damage.
Okay. As he goes to run, you hit him in the like back of the arm with the dart, and as you do, he goes unconscious.
Unconscious?
Yeah.
You probably got revived with 1 HP.
Oh,
Oh dang! I wanted to shoot him.
don't! Okay, bring it in, guys. Bring it in. Everybody come here for a second.
Okay, I'll bring you guys out of initiative for now. It's still pseudo initiative, so you guys each get like 1 reaction, and then I will do something with him. As he is now on the ground, dying.
Don't stress it. I got spared the dying. I'm just trying to think here.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah, sure.
My readied action will be what's it called? Lay on hands
Okay.
on the guy. But
For how
the
much?
for 1 HP.
Okay.
But the trigger is if I like what Paisley says the answer to this question is.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Why him?
I'm trying to figure out where those guys fled. And, you know, maybe I can convince him to change sides. IDK. The other guy's not talking. We need info on where those pirates went. If it's like a big association of pirates, or if those guys were like by themselves, where they have gone. Yeah, I'm hoping that the shock of reawakening was enough to like spill the beans, because the guy in the jail cell, he's not breaking. He's just gonna die down there. So, yeah, that's all I got.
I heal him for 1.
Ugh.
Okay. As you heal him for 1, he again wakes up, looking around furiously.
If he starts running again, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay. I will say he looks up and sees you ready a arrow at him.
God damn it!
So he like half gets up, and you pull back the string a little bit, and he's just sitting there like on his elbows.
This is the tabaxi that kept me like still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely gonna be all intimidating and shit, because I'm pissed about that.
Okay. He looks around, and says, "What do you want from me?"
I get on a knee. my my patron spoke to me and told me that you deserved a second chance under our allegiance. If you'll accept that, then you can remain alive. If not, he has given me permission to send you back to the dead again.
Roll a deception check with advantage.
Oh, Jesus. Good. My deception. It's a +8. So, so it's a 17.
Okay. He looks at you and swallows, gulps, if I'm using your words. What a benevolent patron.
Yes.
Of course. More than happy to help.
You will serve the unnamed one, Lord of Death, and living as well. I extend my arm to him.
He looks very hesitant and looks to Moat and Hoovel for any sort of
Don't look at them. Look at
information.
What did she just say?
She just asked him if he wants to serve the unnamed one, master of death and life.
Oh, I don't even know my patron right now. Like, it's never was specified in the Feywilds. I'm just assuming it's like.
As you reach down, Moat and Hoovel, you see coils of darkness wrap around Asher's hand as her eyes start glazing over with black.
Oh, damn it. I was bluffing, but I may have done something wrong here.
You know, I still don't know who my patron or divine being is either.
Oh,
So-
you know, it could also be unnamed one.
So it could be.
I don't have that shit.
Oh.
Um,
Who was like the only like rational one here?
But yeah, Moat and Hoovel, he looks to you for half a second. Do you guys do anything?
I'm gonna like half draw my bow and like fluff out all my feathers to be all intimidating and give him like the predator stare, like you better agree, punk.
Okay.
I'd listen to her.
He looks back at you, Asher, and hesitantly reaches an arm out, and as he shakes your hand, the shadow quickly goes over him and disperses.
Well, that's
Well,
not good.
damn. I did a thing. I was really making that up. Ugh.
Are you proud of what you've done?
I don't know, but I steady him to his feet, I suppose.
You get him up, and he looks terrified, but he is not talking at the moment. He kind of has like a glazed look over his eye and 1,000-yard stare.
Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is pliable, I imagine. Your old life is done. If you know where your old band of pirates could have gone, you will tell me.
How long has it been?
Like,
Like a day and a
tonight,
half.
right? Like a day and a half.
I think this is day 2.
It's been like a couple of nights. I can't think of a lie that would be beneficial, so I just like respond honestly.
I would like to say that they'd come back,
Hmm.
but I don't think they would.
Well,
I look up to Hoovel and I'm like, I knew Dead could talk.
I mean, I did tell you, didn't I?
I knew it. And they can stand. That's new.
If you got them to leave without killing them, I do not know what you did, but they will most likely not return, as it must have been, looks around, something truly terrifying.
So you know what we did to you?
No, I saw a flash, and I was dead.
Thinking back to that, is that a scary thought?
Yes, among things that have just transpired in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, so it was similar to that.
they wouldn't come back?
No.
No! Would you?
Then
The reason we were here is because it was easy pickings.
Yeah. Easy no more. Perhaps we are truly terrifying.
Yes.
Good. And just know that we can take that back. This breath of life whenever. So it's in your best interest to just kind of support us from here on out. Yeah, support this town, actually. That was once easy picking. They're in a lined front now. Guards, like rotating every hour. Never again. So, yeah. And we have to find a place for you now. Because you're going to fit into this puzzle somewhere.
So what was it like?
What was what like?
Dying, being dead.
I saw a flash while I was still alive. And then it was nothing. For
He was
a
like
while. Until I had a hand reach out to me. And it was walking me somewhere. And then I was here.
That just sounds like a nap.
He was like in the lobby for Heaven or Hell. Like it was, it's too short. It's too brief. Okay. Now what? I didn't think I'd get this far. So here's what we're gonna do.
I step over this way and I'm like, hey, stand up. I'm sorry about exploding you. I'm like shaking this husk of a person.
Okay.
I come over here and whisper to him, "You need the diamond of the unnamed one."
Asher, speaking of which, you look down your hand, and it is filled with ash.
Oh. Black diamond.
How did you get yours?
I don't know. It was like a sleep paralysis demon.
Oh, I reach into my pocket.
Okay. As you pull out like some like white liquid.
Yeah, and I like go down and like rub it on his body.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get up.
Quite like that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to move.
Why are the dead so inconsistent? Uval, you lied to me.
You gotta have the right spell. Or something or another.
I like that Hoovel's the expert on spellcasting.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking shit.
He says it confidently, so we all believe him. So, okay. Mike. All right. Well, this has been a lot. Yeah. You are gonna follow my friend Hoovel here.
Mhm.
You're gonna follow exactly what he says. Otherwise, I'll know.
Right when
Me and
she
Mo.
says that, I'm gonna send an arrow right between his legs.
Me and Mo here. We're gonna go to bed.
Yes,
been a long day.
of course. Anything you want.
Yeah. Anything he wants, which is what I want for right now. So, yeah. Goodbye. Do good out there.
Okay.
I've already gone full corrupt, like, like spokesperson of the god.
All right, so you guys just head back to the cave for bed.
Yeah.
Okay. If Asher thinks that's a good idea, yeah.
I don't know. Nothing's a good idea.
Yeah, these 2 days are going by a little bit slower than I was initially thinking, but
They're going by weird. I don't know.
Anyway, Hoovel, are you sticking around with him? Are you doing anything?
Well, I just woke up, so I'm gonna start working.
Okay.
I'm really annoying and make some sea mines. Explosive.
Some Siemens.
Okay. Where are you doing this? I'm just asking because you have a person right next to you with 1 hit point.
Probably like, in a nice open spot like right here.
Okay. And he seems to be following you at the hip.
Huh. Could be really interesting.
Oval, don't mess this up. I swear to
I'll
God.
Tell him to go to like organize the stuff I'm gonna need and like set it up. But when I'm actually like making them, and they may explode to like 20 feet away, 30 feet away.
Okay. So yeah, he stands behind this tree.
I'll start making the mine.
All right, roll an intelligence or dexterity check for me, please.
Dexterity. Yeah, 23.
Nice. So yeah, you get some seed mines going. I will say, with your explosives, you know they're good for like people, and smaller things. So if it was like a rowboat or a small ship, it would damage it pretty significantly, but it wouldn't like. It's not like a sea mine that would actually like completely obliterate something. But you do get working at combining some of your clumps of crystal, and then you get it like pretty much watertight, and you feel as though you have a pretty good sea mine that, if anything pushes in a few of the little spikes sticking out of it, it would explode.
Cool. I'm gonna make a few more.
Okay. I will say with how high you rolled, you have 2 at the moment.
All right. I want to make. Well, let's see here. Kind of want to like put them. Kind of want like 20, but I'm not doing 20 right now.
Okay.
Shit.
If you do
What did I
want to
even-
take the remainder of the next day, like pretty much all of tonight, and then sleep the next day, I would allow you to make like 2 large checks.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Mines are important.
Okay. Go for it.
No whammies. Shit. That's a 12.
12.
What? I could, make the argument that this is a very sleight of hand thing, and not a general dexterity check.
You could, but it's a general dexterity check thing. But
You
I
could
will-
make that argument. It won't matter, but you could.
I will say with a 12, it doesn't explode in your face.
Cool.
But it does take a little bit more time. So you will not make as many as you were hoping, but you can continue the checks.
Come on, that 20. Oh, shit. That's a 7.
7?
Yep.
Okay. Remind me, was it 3d8 for the clumps?
It was 3d6.
3d6. Okay. You take 26 points of force damage as you continue making these, and a few of them blow up in your hands. And you're getting fairly frustrated at this point. But you can roll one more check.
Alright. Yeah, 20.
Okay. So yeah, the last one, you've been very frustrated. You've gotten your hands pretty messed up at this point. But by the end of your time, you've gotten 7 plus the original 2, so 9 made.
Alright, I go set them by the dock for them to go place them somewhere, because I'm not a strategery person.
Okay, so I'll say there are 9 mines on the dock. Sweet. Okay. But I will say, since you did take your time, that would be what you could do during your time. If you want to do anything else and push through the night, you will be exhausted. Or, I guess, during the day.
Nope, I'm going to bed.
So, daytime comes around. Hoovel comes back to the cave as Asher and Moat are now waking up, the Tabaxi in tow.
So we're waking up,
Yep, you guys wake up.
and
Asher, I will say, as you are sleeping, you do hear in your ear, "Excellent.
Ugh. I don't know if that's gonna get any more normal for me either.
But yeah, you guys wake up. You see a tabaxi standing there, and kind of like half bows.
I think you should go tell the rest of town what you told us and any more information you have on the pirates.
Think it. Yeah. Let's go do it.
Okay. So yeah, you take off to the town, and the tabaxi follows you. Moat, what are you up to?
I'm just continuing helping with the town. There's nothing specific I am doing until the town is everything that we have going is in place.
Okay.
Check back in with Humphrey.
Okay.
See if he needs anything to progress.
Right.
Check in with Estrella.
Okay. As you both go into town, today you see there are more people kind of just doing their own thing, as a lot of preparations have been made, and you can see a few people are taking active duty by watching the town, but I mean, like, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between them and the other people, as there's no, like, you know, uniforms or anything, and they're kind of just standing around watching, but a couple people are actively walking around town and seem to be looking about. Another thing that you guys notice is that the new jail cell has been completed, and the tiefling pirate is inside the cell at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, Asher and Moat, if you walk in at the same time, with the pirate in tow, you definitely get some people wide-eyed looking at you as you walk through town.
Are you with me, Moat?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
But yeah, as you guys walk through, you see like a couple townspeople. They're not coming up to you right now, but they're definitely looking at you wide-eyed and not really understanding.
News. Come to town center. Anybody else I see around?
Who are you talking to right now?
I don't know where you're
Oh.
going, Paisley.
Whoever was all wide-eyed. Where
Oh,
are they?
these
Oh,
people.
like this guy up here.
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone, town center, come on.
Okay. And they kind of like start following along, but they are more wary this time than the last time. But yeah, after a bit of time, you see that people have gathered up. Anyone who is remaining in town.
People. This ex-pirate is in a new form now, and he has shared with us the knowledge of his previous pirate friends. They thought that this was an easy place to hole up, and that because you all have shown in a line front that they should not be returning. This doesn't mean we shouldn't remain diligent with our guards' duty, with training our skills, existing and new, to ensure that they don't try and reclaim what they once held hostage. Just that maybe we can rest a little bit easier. As far as this guy behind me, he ain't gonna do nothing. He
They all
swears.
start kind of like nodding, and
Yeah.
as you say that, someone kind of like speaks up, and they're like, "Why doesn't he get punished?" And then another
Oh.
person from the crowd, "I thought we were gonna decide this as a town."
He is, for lack of a better word, he's a different guy. Some things transpired. He doesn't get to,
Was his punishment not death already?
like, shoot him out a look. Yeah, okay, so he was just recently dead, but some strange circumstances made him alive again, and he kind of went to hell and then came back, so...
I'll have you guys roll a persuasion, either one for each of you or one of you with advantage.
I'll give her advantage.
Oh, jeez.
I'll take
Come on,
mine.
rolls! Okay.
No.
Good. It's a plus 13 to my 14, so 28. Wait, what is that?
27.
27? Sorry.
20 math.
The people that did speak up were like, that makes more sense.
Was literally a corpse, guys. Now he's he's definitely not friends with the
Yeah.
pirates anymore because they got his ass killed.
One of them speaks up. He still looks like it. And as you turn around, he's like still pretty bloody, eyes sunken. He hasn't slept since you revived him.
Like, God damn it, why didn't you take a shower or some shit?
Yeah, he's still pretty much like covered in mud. He's looking rough.
Hey. We didn't get him cleaned up yet, but I swear he is alive now. After being dead. That's all I got for you. And he has even shared info on the pirates, so yeah. So that's pretty wholesome. What do you think?
You see people are hesitantly agreeing at this point.
Yeah, this person, the reality is that they can be a tool and a benefit to all of us.
He's a tool.
Someone steps forward from the crowd, and they're like, the same person that was saying why isn't he punished? He's like,
Oh,
Well-
kill this guy.
then do we still need the guy in the cage?
Not really. I don't know if he's gonna talk. But we should. What do you guys like conjointedly think? What should we do there? Do you have any feelings, Moat, as well?
Well, I don't care what happens to that guy.
Yeah, I kind of give him a shrug. Does everybody else agree with this guy?
I just don't know what to do with them. We built the cage for him. Might as well use it.
Just might as well use it. We do have it now.
And someone speaks up. Just keep him in there until we need it.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan. It's not like he's hurting anything being in a cage, right? And yeah, you guys have him pretty well down secured, so I don't think he's gonna break free of you.
And then one person says, yeah, and we could just not feed him.
Oh, wait, that's just killing him slowly.
And And as you said it, everyone's like, yeah!
Damn it! I mean, it is people's vote, so if we want to starve them, we starve them, okay?
You see as the guy is like pressed up against the bars.
Oh, is he gonna talk?
Or I point out, you can talk. There, maybe that's like ample enough. Does he look more open to speaking?
Potentially. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
As you have a whole town willing to make him starve.
My intimidation, it's a 16.
Okay. You're definitely here. I could start talking.
I thought he was gagged.
Oh yeah.
Vigorous nodding.
I kind of like look to the guy who spoke up before, like this red fellow over here. I kind of like lean in. Sounds like he might be willing to do some talking. Do you want to lead the charge on that?
Yes. I can do that.
Take some people with you, some strong people, just in case it goes sideways.
Okay. And kind of like points at a couple people that he came in with. And you see that's like
I like gesture to Half Riff, and I like motion for him to go up as well, just in case.
okay, and
Yeah.
he nods and heads in behind them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, good thinking. Might need a mage too. Wait. As Half Riff passes by, I give him a thumbs up. That's bardic inspiration. Just in case.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's for the people to take care of, so hopefully this is okay. Yeah. Other than that bit of information, good news about the pirates probably not returning, but stay diligent anyways. Anything else anybody wants to add to this town meeting? I look to the crowd.
You see as Captain Darsh, the Black Dragonborn,
Racist.
says, it's not racist. It's just a Black Dragonborn. Speaks up. Fucking threw me off. Says, I've claimed the ship that they had, but I have some things that I think should be your groups.
Oh. Okay. Well, we'll come. Let's go check it out. If
As
there's...
we're leaving, I turn back to this guy and I just tell him, tell the town all you know about the pirates.
And he turns back to the town, very tired, very exhausted, but at attention. Cause
as I'm walking away, I'm like, afterwards, you can sleep.
He nods and begins telling them, when I was a boy, they took me in.
Yep.
All right.
You follow Captain Darsh to the...
We hear some crying and some sobbing from the background. Like, this
I love
beautiful story.
Captain Darsh brings you to the ship, and you can see the middle of the deck has been opened up, and there are some like supplies and stuff that the pirates would need. And you can see his tiefling deckhand furiously working to make the boat good enough for his captain. He says, we found this chest, and I had half a mind to keep it, but as you are the town saviors, and this would belong to your group.
Oh.
But that's that. And thank you again. And turns and starts ordering his tiefling.
I open the chest. It explodes. You all die.
I think it's just stand back.
Inside, it's littered with coins,
Ooh.
some platinum. You can see jewelry kind of spread out amongst it too. It's not organized whatsoever. You also see a longsword that's wrapped in like a cape. And then you see 2 rings.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
It seems to be a chest of treasure.
Chest of treasure. Okay. Then I bring this chest back to our campsite. I tell Asher start figuring out what all this shit is.
Okay. I do have identify.
I know you do.
Okay.
4 uses of it, in fact.
Well,
so...
if you cast that as a ritual, you can do it infinite times.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if you guys bring it back and you start casting that, you
Oh. I will...
Asher, did you ever add your illusionist bracers?
No.
I know you didn't.
Okay. Let me look here. Illusionist bracers.
it lets you, when you cast a spell, you can cast the same spell as a bonus action the same round.
No. Add to equipment.
But as for stuff that you just got, it is 6,357 gold.
Just a little bit.
I
158 platinum.
Beautiful.
700 gold worth of like gold jewelry. You also find, after identifying them, longsword of sharpness, cape of the mountebank,
Ooh.
ring of free action, and ring of animal influence. And if you guys need me to read any of those off again,
Can you redo the rings? Ring of
free action, and ring of animal influence.
Okay.
Ring of free action. What is that shit? That sounds amazing.
Since you identified, it is a ring that I believe it gives you free movement through rough terrain.
Difficult terrain doesn't cost
Uh,
extra movement.
Also, you can't be paralyzed.
Paralyzed or restrained.
Yeah, by magical means.
Ow.
So
Oh, okay. So they
you-
can still fucking grapple me.
yeah, you could. Someone could still tie you up with a rope or grab you,
Okay.
but any spell wouldn't be able to.
Okay, that's still very cool.
Um,
I feel like that should go to Hoovel.
that's just what I was going to say.
He
The
deserves
ring of
it.
animal influence should probably go to Paisley.
I would love that. I get fucking speak with animals. Oh yeah. Has 3 charges. Da-da. Okay, I'm gonna add that if that's okay then.
I'm going to put on the cape.
Okay. Did you get the spelling right on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dimension door one.
Yeah.
And then what was left? The sword.
Rid of
Long-
sharp.
Long sword of sharpness.
I think Paisley needs a better fucking melee.
I have been trying to do a melee, so it's called.
And then Paisley, just so you know, because you did the identify longsword of sharpness, it roll when you do damage, you do max. So when it's a longsword, so if you use it in one hand, your attack will do 8 plus your strength. If you use it with two hands, your attack will do 10 plus your strength.
And if you crit,
And if you crit, you do an extra 14, I believe.
yeah.
Can I
But
use a two-handed sword even? I have martial
yeah.
simple weapons.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can use any
martial.
weapon. But in
Never tried
addition,
to. So
in
I don't know.
addition to your extra 14 damage, you then roll another d20,
Oh,
and
right,
if you
right,
roll
right.
a 20, you cut off a limb.
Oh. Ooh. And if the creature has no limb to sever, you lop off a portion of its body instead.
Yeah, so if you're like fighting a fucking
Gelatinous cube.
yeah.
Oh, you can also make it glow.
You make 2 gelatinous cubes then. That sounds
And that's how
awful.
slimes are made.
No! It is though. Cool.
Yeah.
I added all the gold to me. We'll split it up when we need it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much money I spent to save your ass?
Fair.
You know how much money I had, so whatever.
I mean, I'm sitting pretty good. I still got like 2k in gold here.
Okay. But it
Echo
is still
did
the
just
second
get one.
day. Aside from that, Estrella gets back with you and says that she has put up.
Fine. Levi, I'll give you 2,000 gold. Paisley, I'll give you 2,000 gold.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Estrella has set up some ballistas on the docks, and says that she is working on more explosive means. But also in the meantime, Hoovel gave them 9 sea mines that they can spread out. So now they have a chart of getting in and out of the bay to avoid those.
Nice.
Which is going straight towards the pirate island, and then around the western side, south side, and then you can go east.
Okay, so as long as people follow that path, then they're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish on the second day?
No.
Really? I got some good boots. Probably chilling at this point.
Okay. Hoovel, you get a rest. Do you want to do anything on your second night?
I don't know. I think I was supposed to train some people, but I didn't do that because it's nighttime.
Most people have gone to bed, but
Yeah. Maybe I could just make more explosives.
okay. Anything in particular, or is that just generally what you're wanting to do?
Multi-purpose explosives. I'll make a few. Make like I don't know, 5 time charges, maybe a couple more sea mines.
Because I believe you were not given back your time charges from the pirates.
No. Oh, did we get them back?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't think I had them written down.
Yeah, I don't believe you guys got the time charges back. You guys didn't get the bow back. And
One other question. when we got the illusioner's bracers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let me erase the stuff that I have
Okay.
in my notes of things that I've
but-
already done.
Levi, you didn't get back your blue crystal powder, time charges, trip charges, or your beads of force.
All right.
You could probably go buy something like that from Humphrey.
Was there anything special with either of those daggers or the sickle that we got?
From the pirates?
Yes.
No. They were just
Okay.
normal.
Okay. I just remember you asking about the other things, but I didn't get any information on those. I figured that meant they were normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm just going to distribute them to town's guard people if they don't have weapons, or put a communal stash of weapons for townsfolk.
Sweet. So yeah, they start a stash
Yeah.
of like, here are the weapons that you can choose from when you go out on guard duty, pretty much.
Yes. Just bring them back, and we good.
All right.
So I can't make any time charges.
You can. That's what I'm saying is if you wanted to spend
Okay.
this time like remaking some of that stuff, you could get your time, trip, and blue powder back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then if I have any time after all of this, I'll make more sea mine.
Okay. I will say getting those 3 things back, I wasn't going to make you roll, but it would probably take the remainder of your time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. And just so we can get back on track, Hoovel, I won't give you any, whatever sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy
What?
time.
What's it called when you can't? When you're
Exhaustion?
tired?
Sensory
Exhaustion.
rest. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I won't give you any exhaustion so that we can all be on the same schedule.
Oh cool.
So yeah, you guys all wake up, and it's the 3rd day.
We've been through so many days now.
That time skip took
Thanks.
forever.
I know. I was not expecting you guys to do so much.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it was like our critical time though, like post fight. Gotta get everybody all organized. I have to pee. BRB, guys.
okay. So you guys wake up the next morning. Are you guys doing anything immediately in the morning?
No.
Okay. Are you giving, his name is Bethard, just so I don't have to keep saying the tabaxi. Are you giving Bethard any freedom, or are you still having him follow you guys?
Oh no, I don't give a fuck what he does. This is Asher's thing.
Okay, I'll ask her when she gets back.
You'll ash her.
Yep, I'll ask her.
Do we just have a companion now? Is he just going to follow us?
It depends
Kyle
on
has to now DM a NPC following us that's a high level wizard the entire time.
Hoovel, I noticed you got on a rooftop. Are you doing anything?
Oh, start of the day, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna finally actually train some people on bow wielding.
Okay.
Archery.
Yeah, so you spend the first part of the day training up some people, getting them more used to bows, because it does seem like most of the townsfolk have melee weapons. Yeah. I will say, since you guys don't have anything other than that specific that you're doing, as you're training people and as you're walking through town, kind of just making sure things are running smoothly, you guys hear a large beating sound, and it seems to be quite far off, but it sounds like wings.
Can I get on top of Hoovel's building?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. So that's what you guys are doing, or that's what you're doing, Hoovel. As you hear this, are you doing anything?
What do my owl eyes see?
Are you getting up on a rooftop?
Yeah.
What do my eagle eyes see?
Okay. Yeah. So as you both immediately hop onto a rooftop, far north you see a large winged beast approaching at a fairly fast pace, and it's about like maybe a mile out. So to hear it from here, it's a fairly large creature. What are you guys doing? And if you guys want
one
to, if you
other
guys want
question.
to roll perception just to see if you can see any more detail other than that.
Well, I can see it in plain detail if I have sight on it.
Okay.
But if you want me to still roll a perception, I can.
16.
It's 25.
Okay. And then Hoovel.
16.
Okay.
Because remember my item.
Yeah. So Hoovel, you see just that it's a winged beast, approaching, but it's a little bit off of your sight. Moat, from where you are, you hop up on a rooftop, and you can see the kind of muted white color of this creature. As it flaps its wings, you see along the wings it's like white, but the wings themselves are like kind of a shredded leather color. Along its neck you can see spines coming down, but then as you look closer, they're not spines. This creature is just bones with the smallest bit of like leather across the wings and some leathery material covering its body.
I
you want
think
to
I know
look
what
to
this
the north.
is.
You see as the creature is approaching
It's not within my vision, but if I go DM mode, I can see it.
Okay, I'll just pull it right here. Just so
Okay.
you guys can see it. You see as it's approaching at a fast pace. You see it. The mini's kind of standing up, but it's hunched over, so the forelegs are parallel to the ground. The legs are carrying what looks to be a large wooden box.
Oh, it's Christmas.
And then I'll say with your item and your good perception, atop it you see a rider.
Okay.
Similarly, in plate armor, but the spots that you can see of the body are bone white.
I get Hoovel's attention by just like yelling, and I'm like, "Dead dragon! They can fly!"
No shit.
As you yell that across the way, people are looking up from the street, wondering what the sound is. And as you say "dead dragon," or just the word dragon, people are kind of like looking around confused. But the town is starting to become a setting of unrest as people are starting to run around, not really knowing what to do.
I'm gonna try to hide behind the chimney right here and get ready to fire. If I
Okay.
need to.
Roll a stealth.
Dude, the dead have not been harmful to us ever.
29.
29. All right. Okay. So it's continuously flying. It is now approaching fast. Hoovel, you ready a shot. What are the rest of you doing? And
I'm
Asher,
going
if you're
to-
back.
I am back.
Okay. There's a skeletal dragon flying towards the city. What are you doing?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna
Trevor?
activate my boots.
Okay.
I
At
guess
this
I
point,
kick up on a broom. Yeah.
yeah, at this point, you wouldn't really see it because you didn't get on a rooftop, but as you kick up on your broom, you can now see it.
Can I fly up towards Hoovel?
Yeah, I'll get you flying if you stop moving for a second.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Nope.
And then it's control click to raise up. If you would like to move up, Asher.
Yeah.
He's doing it slowly.
Okay.
Wait, I am up.
I know, but you said you're going up to Hoople.
Oh, yeah. And I do kind of want to, like, zip over to him.
Okay. Yeah, sure enough. I mean, it's still like less than a minute out, but you have time to do things.
Okay. I fly over to him. I look at this bone dragon. I wonder if we can talk about this.
Yeah, and you heard Moat say it's a dead dragon, but you and Hoovel at this point can see just a beast flying towards you guys.
Okay. Okay. I already speak with animal.
Okay.
I have a ring. Yeah.
I have a ring. Yeah, sure. If you want to ready that as your action.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And then Moat, you activate your boots of levitation.
Yep.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm going into the air.
Okay.
Like, I want to be about 30 feet above this.
Okay. Okay, and then I'll just move the dragon just to keep my sanity. But yeah, it is screaming towards the.
You can just
city.
move all three of them, remember?
I can, but it's weird when they're flying. I guess I can
Oh, okay.
try to grab all three of them. Sweet.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Looks like he's actually flying with the bucks.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have set up. People in the town are now like screaming, like, "Get in the house! Get to cover!" And people are like rushing to go do different things.
At any point, if I see Half Riff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell down to him.
Okay. Yeah, you can see Half Riff. He's over at the jail cell.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell down to him. Know anything about this?
Not a fucking idea.
Okay, I was just curious if like this was an occurrence that had happened previously, or.
Oh yeah.
Okay. During yesterday, when I went back to Humphrey, was he still working on the
Yes.
thing?
He's still
Okay.
working on it. Right.
Okay.
But yeah, are you readying anything?
But dead don't hurt us.
Okay.
Every interaction I've had with the dead has been positive.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh no, we became unattached. Yeah, but as it begins screaming over, Hoovel, you are readying an attack, and Asher, you are readying a spell.
I'm waiting.
But you guys can do those readied actions.
Okay.
Did it attack?
It's flying towards the village. It hasn't attacked yet, but it gets
Maybe.
within your range.
I'll wait until it has like shown signs of hostility.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll take mine first.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it. How?
to the-
What's the range on?
Speak with animal.
Speak with animal.
I think it's
Oh.
cast on her, and then it allows her to speak with animals.
Oh, right. So yeah, you can just cast
Oh, I
it on
just have
yourself,
to-
and then and then you just
Speak up.
have to speak.
Okay. I'm like, state your purpose! And Bone Dragon!
Okay. As it's like flying, you can see like the trees are starting to like spread apart where it's flying, as it's now like just cresting like over the tree line, but still moving at a very fast pace. And as it gets into town, you guys see it now in its full, like, even Hoovel and Asher, full bone dragon, leathery wings, rider on top carrying a large box about like half the size of the dragon. And as the trees
This
like
is fantasy Santa Claus.
as the trees part, you see it as it zooms right past the town, right over you guys. You guys kind of get like knocked back from the wind a bit, but it does not seem to stop.
Oh. So no answer?
No, you did not get an answer.
Damn.
Does it just keep going?
And yeah, you see it kind of go off into the distance, into the ocean,
okay.
somewhat like southeast.
I feel like
Well-
this is going to be very important later.
People are freaking out now that they have like visual on it and saw it fly over.
I lower myself back down and disable my boots.
Okay. But yeah, the town is unrest. People are yelling like, "There's no way that's a dragon!" And, "Oh fuck, it is!"
Where did he go again? Did he go over to like
Past the,
Pirate Island?
Past the island.
Yeah,
Oh.
he flew over past the island, and then kind of like just continued into the distance. And you guys still hear the beating of wings for some time after he went past, and then eventually crests off into the distance.
I make my way down and I go to Halford and I'm like, what's that way?
He looks out. He looks to also be like in awe.
It's just a dead dragon.
That way. The only thing we know of it would be Novistar.
Of course it is. Mike. Like coming up the stairs.
Yeah. Of fucking course. But I don't know what to do. This is
He didn't appear. It didn't seem to be like our problem.
this might have something to do what's going on in Kesdon, but I don't know.
What's going on in Kesdon?
Have you all not? I assumed you would have known, as it happened a little bit before you all arrived here in town.
Zombos.
Yes, actually, there was a large, extermination of the citizens in Kazdon recently, and the guards have been actively trying to take back the town, but have not been successful. Have you really not heard of this? where have you guys been the last month?
Here?
But different. We heard about it, but
I mean, you've been
yeah.
here for a week.
I mean, that was before they've been re-alived for a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you say that out loud or?
No. I'm just saying that to you. Like,
Yeah, I know.
my character has probably been here for longer than a week.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know how long it took them to be cyborgified.
yeah. It took about 3 months of them being dead.
Yeah.
So I guess you've been here for probably like a month.
I guess
Maybe a
that's
little
fair.
bit more.
I thought we left the town and we saw the zombies there.
Oh, you did.
I didn't. Don't lie to me.
Moat didn't. Yeah. Moat was like at sea or something.
But yes, it seems that the people of Kazdon have not been doing well, and the guards have had all of their focus on their. So they used to come around here every now and then to make sure things were running smoothly, but not recently.
Oh. Well, have you got anything out of this guy? As I point to the guy in the cell.
Yeah, yes, yes, as soon as we untied his hands, he attempted to, cast a spell, so I countered it, and, made him twice his weight, and have been focusing on that. And then we gagged him back up, so he is not to be trusted.
Aw.
Don't untie his hands.
Yeah, he seemed promising. I thought after we threatened him a whole bunch, it would go okay.
Yes, the spell he was attempting to cast didn't use hands. He
Well,
was
you
just,
can do that?
yes, there are some spells that just require verbal components.
I'm checking now, and every single one of my spells is verbal and somatic.
Yeah,
So.
I believe your new spell, Dimension Door, is just verbal. Or
Yeah, but that's not me casting it. That's
Correct.
my item casting it.
yeah, but yeah, that's funny. Yes, yeah. As soon as we ungagged him, he attempted to blink out, and I put a stop to it, and we regagged him. So we have not gotten much information from him, other than to know that he is not trusted. That fellow over there, and points to the town center, and you see the Bethid has come back and is telling like a small group of people like more about his story, and seems to have drawn in a small crowd of people wanting to actually listen, and talk about like his days as a pirate.
Oh, very nice.
That fellow over there is talking a bit too much, if you ask me, but you do seem to be getting some more information.
Okay. He's just excited. He's alive again, so.
He looks to be terrified.
Yeah, good. Let's keep him that way.
He's just excited. He looks to be terrified. Ah, good. Okay, well, I believe that dragon fella's heading to our next destination.
Oh, well, isn't that just a pot of shit, right? Just,
Yeah, it sure is.
Why does everybody keep saying
Oh,
that?
Winset DM. Yeah.
I'm so confused. Dead are good, I say, storming off. As I walk past, I look over at Bethel. Dead are good.
Yeah.
Bethel.
We're in the business of naming people incorrectly, okay? Well, yeah, he is right though. I think the next place we're gonna go is Navistar. So, I guess while we're there, we'll make sure no more bone dragons fly overhead if we can. That was kind of odd. What was he carrying?
Oh, box! I
It's-
yell from across the town center.
I'm like watching you.
uh,
It
well,
was clearly a box.
well, good luck. If you do need anything, just let me know. I am more than happy to help, and I'm fairly capable myself, I do say.
You've been like an surprisingly strong ally, Halfriff. Yeah. Glad to have you on our side. That's for sure. I kind of
Thank
give him
you.
a little salute and I walk away.
Okay. You get down there. And then that's where they left me on the island for 5 days. One pistol, one bullet.
I tap on Bethan's shoulder. I'm like, okay, so when it's like time for rest, we're over in that cave over there, and you can like come by whenever, okay? And then I start heading back. I don't want to step on his toes. He's in the show business now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go regroup with all the other fellas. Ooh, I can't get up the stairs when I'm flying weird like this. What? Help! Make me stop flying.
There you go. Okay. Hoovel, what are you up to? Since the dragon flew over.
I'm gonna get back to what I was doing before. Which I forgot what I was doing.
Making
You
bombs?
were training people in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Training people.
Okay. Most people have fled at this point, but you can start rounding up people, and the people who do come back seem to be more excited to learn than ever now that they know there are other threats coming. But yeah. Moat and Asher, what are you guys up to?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna take a little breaky break and go back to the cave for a second. I don't know why, just kind of regroup, I guess. I like shudder as I walk past all these dead bodies here. Are they still have not been like buried?
I guess at this point, it's been 2 more days. So yeah, the hole has probably been dug at this point, and the bodies have been buried.
I'm gonna head back to. Actually, no. I need to head to the little bar inn area,
Okay.
and I need to try to find the guy.
Oh, okay. So you go in, and inside there are a few people, and then the bar person.
Keep. The barkeep.
Yes, the barkeep. And you can see he is taller than the counter, but he's so hunched over that his eyes barely peek over the counter. He says, "What can I get for you?"
I'm looking for the little guy who was here that got fucked with the pirates.
He has a room upstairs.
Ah.
Last door on the left. You go up to the top, and the door does just open. And it opens up into a hallway with 6 rooms.
I knock on the first door on the right.
Okay. As you knock, it like kind of opens up, not as forcefully as that, and also the other way. But
Everything was wrong there.
but it does just like kind of like creak open. It seems like it's just an empty room.
Okay, then I'm gonna continue on. He's like, oh, he said the last room, and then I check this one.
Okay. You open up this one, and it there are a few things inside, but there's no people in there. You see what looks to be like some writing, and a chest and a bed, and like a backpack.
Okay. I like peek inside, look around. Did he mean this door? And I knock on this door.
Okay. You knock on in. Just a minute. As a human opens the door, you can immediately tell that this is Zarlod. Oh, hello.
Oh, I thought you were a lot shorter.
Oh, a lot of people say that. I don't know why.
So we had cleared up the pirate mess here, so you're safe to come out of your room.
Oh, terrific. No one's talked to me, so I don't know anything.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But you're now speaking to the saviors of this town, so our pricing just went up. But we have found possible transportation and protection for you for your travels.
Oh, that's terrific. Amazing. Yes, I do plan on, well, I did plan on leaving, at the end of the month because that's when the ship gets here, but, if you have other means of transportation, that's lovely.
Oh, yeah, we do. Also, what do you know about undead dragons? I hear his brain dice rolling.
I would say it's theoretically possible as the corpses of all of the dragons.
Oh, no, the one just flew overhead. We saw one. They are there.
Oh,
They're also heading to where you're trying to go.
Oh.
You're just bringer of bad news.
Why does people keep thinking undead dragon means bad news? Undead has been nothing but helpful or
Silent.
Well, I don't know what to do with this information.
You don't know anything about undead dragons?
I mean, it's possible. There's.
It's possible you know something about undead dragons?
I do know. I theoretically I know how it would happen, but
Okay, what about a dead person riding an undead dragon? Do you know what was in the box that they were carrying?
This is a lot of information. A person riding. Well, first of all, a person riding a dragon is insane.
But it was an undead person, and it was an undead dragon.
Well, dragons are very vain. So if that's the case, then
I didn't see any veins. It was all bone. A little bit of, like, dead skin.
yes. Dragons are. They don't like others. They work alone. They don't like.
Oh, he was
others.
with someone else.
They believe they're better than everyone.
I
Yes.
mean, he could be better. I don't know. He didn't talk much.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's possible.
Yeah, I know it's possible. I just saw it.
Yes. So what information are you looking for exactly?
Oh, I just did want to know if you knew anything about it. You want to come with me? I can take you, show you our ship.
Yes, please. You're still willing to take me even though skeletal dragon with the skeletal rider carrying a box flew that way?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong. Dead are friends. They talk to us. Sometimes they stand up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I would love to see your ship.
Okay, come with me. And I take him to Humphrey.
Okay. Oh my god. That is the worst kind of conversation.
I wanted literally no information from him.
Do you tell him any information about Humphrey or anything, or do you just say we have a ship and people?
Oh, I don't tell him anything.
Okay. As you walk across, Humphrey greets you and says,
As we're walking past, like the pumpkin area, I'm just gonna point out to the right and say, "There's a bunch of dead people over there. They're not moving."
okay.
Yeah. And then I just continue walking silently.
Okay. As you get to Humphrey greets you and says, "Oh, hello again, Moot. I believe I'll have that weapon done for you in the next day or two.
Oh,
if
very
everything
nice.
goes well."
This is the guy who talked to you. Oh, what's your name?
Hello. My name is Zarlad, the researcher. You may have heard of me. I am...
So this is Salmon. He's the person that wanted to ride over to, where did you want to go again?
Navistar.
To that other island.
Humphrey is like, did you not just see the skeletal dragon fly overhead?
Yeah?
Humphrey's like the only reasonable guy here.
Every other person has been reasonable about this, Paisley.
Moat. Yes, you have not run into many undead.
Oh no, there's one in town. He's pretty nice.
There is.
Yeah. Butane?
Kane. That's a good one.
Well,
That's sticking.
that's disturbing news. But just so you are aware, Moat, undead...
Also, Asher and Hoovel. They both died.
Yes, but
Yeah.
they're...
It's true. We did die.
And he kind of like looks and he's like, "Oh my god."
They did.
Well, well, they're different because, well,
What makes you think that this guy's not good?
am I a necromancer?
Am I a necromancer?
He has to like look inward.
You're a technomancer.
Whoa. That sounds much cooler too.
This is giving me a lot to think about, but besides the point. Yes, I did promise you.
They did not attack us. They simply flew past. They were on their own mission. Maybe they're just a messenger. Maybe they're just a delivery boy.
Well,
And he's just very proficient at his job.
yes. Besides the point, I did speak with Asher about this earlier, and I told her that yes, I would take you to Navistar. I do wish to be compensated, as that will be quite out of my normal.
Yeah, this
Merchant
guy has you covered.
Terrific.
Salmon is swimming in coin.
It's not salmon.
But are you not swimming in coin?
Well, technically, it is in a bag, but the layman's term for it. But yes, I would be swimming in coin.
You heard him.
Like
I
a
appear.
salmon.
But yes, Mr. Humphrey, if you could give me passage, I could make it worth quite your while.
He also said he'd pay for us to guard him as well. So that's a bonus for us, not for you.
I do not remember agreeing to this, but
You said for protection and for travel. We are now the saviors of this town, and I told you our rates would go up.
Yes, but I did also say that I was giving you all the money I have.
Yeah, not all to him. You're gonna have to pay him as well,
Yes.
unless you expect us to do it.
Well,
Both.
I'm giving my whole 20,000 to you guys, and you can split it up as you would like.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
No! Now Humphrey knows the number. God damn it.
And
Because now I can ask for half.
okay, maybe you shouldn't let me do this. As I say, going off on my own, doing this.
Whoa.
But yes, all that I do care about is that I get there safe and sound. So
Yeah, see, we're good.
yes.
And Humphrey is. Yes. If that is the one stop that you would all like to take, I will take you to Navistar and drop you off.
See, everything's taken care of. We got you. We're good. Told you we'd get it done.
Just like,
All right. Well, Mr. Humphrey, sir, when is the earliest that we can leave? And I will hand over that gold pronto.
I was planning on staying for another week, but within that week time, if you would all like to leave a bit earlier, I believe the coin that we would be getting for this will more than make up for it. So anytime between now and a week from now.
Like my character would be like sneezing, like sensing that gold dealings are happening when I'm not a part of it. Just like, oh, I just caught a bad feeling.
You're just like, oh, somebody must be making a bad deal somewhere.
It's all
Most
up
like-
to you, Bo.
Actually, we'll just do it for free. You just give all the money to Humphrey.
I mean, if he pays for my upgrades.
What? What about the rest of us?
You guys haven't gone to Humphrey for any upgrades?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But yes, anytime within the next week. And Zarlad's just like,
Terrific. I will go get my things and begin loading onto your ship here. Thank you. And like
begins heading off, and
I follow him.
Humphrey's just like, God, I don't like him.
None of us do.
I'm like, me either. I say out loud. But I follow him, and I'm like, yo, so you know that ship flies? Like that undead dragon? How does that undead dragon fly?
Well,
And I'm just asking questions like a child.
Yeah.
Like, before he answers, I ask another one.
Well, I believe. Well, okay. Well, the ship flies because.
Do you think it has to breathe? Do you think it breathes fire? Do all dragons breathe fire? Do dragons know how to talk? I heard that dead things can talk sometimes. I've only seen it happen a couple times. Most dead things don't like to talk. Or do they just not like to talk to me?
Zarlod attempts to ask or answer every single one of your questions, but never gets one answer out.
Yeah,
But
perfect.
he does
Perfect.
not stop answering questions.
Okay, and then as soon as we get into town, I'm like, okay, bye.
All
And
right.
then I make my way over to Asher.
Okay.
Moat, I was just having bad feelings.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
I just introduced Salmon to Humphrey.
Okay, so while that whole thing was happening, I'd like to be trying to do like edgelord stuff, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going. So while he's all the way over there, I'm just like by myself in the cave. I'm gonna be like channeling corpse who speaks to me from an inch from my face. What does the undead dragon mean? What does it carry? Because I saw the way the plants parted, and I was like, that looks familiar. So I'm trying to like soul search for answers.
Okay.
Channeling patron.
Okay. So you spend some time. I will say, just to clarify, the trees and stuff were parting because the wings were beating so hard that it was like.
Oh,
wind
they
was,
weren't like they weren't like wilting away
No,
from the
it
dragon.
was just like the wind was so strong that it was like pushing trees to the side as it was going.
Okay, I misinterpreted that part, but
yeah, you continue and you speak to your patron.
whoa.
As you open your eyes, you're kind of like sitting there clutching your heart, and you get the familiar feeling of not being able to move.
Ah, he is just a sleep paralysis demon.
And
Okay.
you see walking up your patron, clad
Whoa.
in black armor, bones protruding from shoulders, head,
Knees and toes.
knees and toes.
That's a part of like the knees and toes, that I'm like doing to myself because
But he kind of like gets up and puts a foot up on a rock, and kind of like chuckles to himself.
yes, that was quite excellent work of reviving, killing, reviving again.
the dragon.
But yes, that dragon was something. An undead dragon.
You're doing?
No, which is the most exciting. Someone who is wanting the same thing as you, but you have never met. Isn't that exciting?
Blasphemous?
On the contrary, any more undead created in this world is so invigorating. I bestowed upon you a gift as well, which I see you've already used.
Unclear about that part. I thought it was like a do it now kind of situation.
Yes, and you followed orders terrifically. But from now on, I would like to see
that done weekly.
Oh.
Anyone to go against the natural order of things.
So can I have another diamond?
Make a persuasion check.
Whoa! Come on, godly roll! Rip.
Oh no, it's only a 19.
Oh no, it's a 19! But against a god, so I'm like, oh, I mean, you know. Oh!
He leans down and chuckles to himself and says, I think that can be arranged. As he holds up his hand, you see a diamond like almost form in his hand as he places it in yours. But from now on, I expect my subjects to be able to make their own way.
Okay, not slaves. Got it. See, unclear. I need like direct. I have trouble like interpreting, but I got you now on the same page. Yeah.
Yes, subjects, slaves.
Does this diamond? It's clear again, not all ashy.
It looks very similar to the first one that you got. It's like, and when I said the other one turned ash, it turned to ash as soon as you used it.
Oh, okay. So that's how it captures.
Yeah, the spell uses up the diamond.
Gotcha. Okay.
He says, I expect to see good things from you, as I have. And with that, he kind of turns to ash. And you can move again.
It's never gonna get more comfortable. And I kind of scan my environment here.
Okay.
As you see me climbing up.
Yeah, just so you know,
You look over the edge and you see a bony metallic hand crawl up and grab the rock.
That is too weirdly timed.
but just so you know, he's given you a boon. Once per week, you can use the Raise Dead spell.
Oh! It's a whole ass spell. Okay. I thought this was an item. Dope. Does this diamond count as a separate Raise Dead? And then I still have Raise Dead spell I use once a week?
Raise Dead, the components it takes is a diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
all he was giving you was a component. The spell, the diamond itself doesn't have anything to do with it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Well, heck. I'm gonna tell Moat everything.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, so look, here's my diamond of life giving. And I talked to him about my scary skeleton man who comes to me and requests I raise the dead.
When she describes her scary skeleton man, do I find that description familiar?
No, in fact.
Okay.
It seems to be very opposite. She describes a person in plate that's very thin but tall. Or, like, not tall, but, like, you know, average height. That reeks of, like, musk and rot. But in your visions, you see a very tall, hunched over figure that looks to be quite large, but you can't really tell because the cloak is like hunched over. You can't really tell their physique. But you've never gotten a smell of like decay or anything like that.
Then I tell her all my stuff.
Okay.
And we're just sharing God stories.
But yeah, very different in description, but
So is your guy bad or is my guy bad?
Uh,
I kind of like look. Like,
why does everybody think undead things are bad? I say, storming off again.
yeah, well, look, I don't know. I don't know. Oh.
And mine never gives me anything.
Have you tried asking? I like shout off towards him. I don't know how this works. Before I was like immersed in nature, so it's like my god was always like vibing around me. Like now it's like, I don't know, it's different.
But wait, you said that he expects you to do it once a week now, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I have that many corpses I know. We only got like so many buried down there.
Oh, there's corpses all over the place. That's not that big of a deal.
You know where to find them? You like have sensed the undead? Or I guess just the dead, not the undead?
I point in the direction. There was literally a pile.
I mean, yeah, there's limited in that pile. I need one
dead.
every week.
Like the new spell detect dead, not detect undead. It's just like, where's the nearest dead body?
This gave me flashbacks to the character you were describing, Daco, like the smushy faced dog boy in Pathfinder.
Oh yeah.
Who could like
Shoony.
find bones. With the, he was like a what was his thing?
Thaumaturge.
Yeah,
But,
and he.
Staying on D&D topics.
Yes.
Are you guys doing anything right now? You guys share God stories.
Yes. And then I'm going to tell her you should probably stock up on those things you need. Then.
On those. I like diamonds. Diamonds. Who do I know has those?
Probably the general store. They'd probably have it.
All right, I go to see the goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna like wander off that way.
Okay. So yeah, you approach the general store and you can see the goblin feet up on counter, reading a book upside down, going about his day.
Resignate with this goblin.
As you approach, he does nothing to acknowledge your existence.
I like slam my hand down. Hey, how about diamonds?
Hello, customer. Yeah,
Diamonds.
diamonds.
You got them? Yeah.
Yes.
Of how much do they value?
Well, I can sell you this one. How much are you looking for?
Well, that's tough because I need it to be like worth a certain amount, but I also don't want to like pay that certain amount. So it's like, you tell me.
Interesting. So, you want this diamond to be worth a certain amount?
I guess. I'm still kind of new to this business. This, diamond business, if you will. How much do you usually sell a diamond for?
I mean, it depends.
Damn
How
you.
many diamonds do you need?
That number isn't limited, unfortunately. Because it's kind of like a weekly. I don't know. It wouldn't make sense. Let me get 3 diamonds.
3 diamonds. Okay. Diamonds that I have. That will be 900 gold pieces.
Is that like a bulk sale kind of thing, or like?
No, they're each worth 300.
squint at him. They're each worth 300. Each of these diamonds, their value is 300.
He kind of like squints at you.
Yes, unless they need to be something different.
DM, I need help. I don't understand.
The 300
Do you
gold
have
piece
to-
or the 500 gold piece, it's like how much is that diamond actually worth? People can sell things for over or under, but it's how much it's actually worth.
How do you tell if it's actually worth like 500 gold, though?
You can do identify, which normally doesn't, but in my campaigns, you can identify something to see the price of it. Or you can try persuading him to actually give you what they're worth.
If I can use
Or if
identify,
you have another idea of how to try to get him to give you these diamonds for their worth.
I mean, it's not like I don't want him to only charge me 300, or like less than the 500 mark for each of them. It's just that I want to make sure that they're like quality enough diamond to do like raise undead spell. Because if he's selling me 3 of them for only 900 gold, I wonder if one of them fails in quality.
Also, I also allow combining of things. So, like, if you have 2 diamonds, each worth 300, and you need a 500 worth, you would still need to use 2, but you could combine those as long as it's over 500.
Okay, so it's
So
not
you could
like
you could use 2 300 diamonds and get it would be technically 600.
okay. It doesn't have to be a single diamond worth 500.
I think normally it would be, but yeah, you don't need to.
You're being more lenient. Okay. I'm like, noticing him squint at me. Mind if I take a look at these before I buy?
As long as you don't leave, I don't
Oh.
see an issue.
Okay, nothing like that. I'm just gonna have a little look-see just to make sure. I cast identify on the first one.
Okay. Yeah, and you're using a spell slot to do it.
Yeah.
It's worth 200 gold.
Yay! um, would you reckon that these other diamonds are of the same quality? I mean, businessman to businessman, would you say?
Businessman to businessman. Yes, they are all dutifully worth 300 gold pieces.
Okay. So I buy one of his diamonds, and it's like a single cast, is what you're more or less saying.
You would need all 3 of his diamonds to be a single cast.
Because they are all technically worth 200.
Okay. You know what? I slide it back across the table. Rain check on this. I'll be right back with you. Let me think on it. Yeah. And I start to leave.
Well, wait a minute. So, per se, if I were to make these cost a different amount, would you be more willing to pay for them?
I mean, I could be more inclined. It depends on where your price is sitting.
Did you want me to raise the price? Is that... I'm a little confused on this transaction as well.
You know what? It's new to me. I'm just saying, if it was a little bit less, like maybe 100 gold less, I might be more inclined.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ah, jeez. It's still a bad deal, but I kind of need them. Whoa! That's a nat 20.
Well, I believe I could part with all 3 of these diamonds for 600 gold pieces.
Done and done. I put a fat sack on his
Okay.
on his table here. 3
Good
diamonds.
doing business. As he slides the 3 diamonds across and pulls the coin.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I like put them into my bag and I start heading towards Humphrey next.
Okay. So yeah, now you have 1 diamond worth 500 that your patron gave to you, and then you have 3 diamonds each worth 200. All right. You head off to Humphreys. Hoovel, what are you up to?
Well, if I'm done training people,
Mm-hmm.
then we don't really need to go kill anyone, so I guess I'll just make more explosives.
Okay. Yeah, roll dexterity and intelligence. Are you making anything specific or just going
Well,
about
since
your
I have
time?
my 3 things back, I was just gonna make more sea mines.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Oh shit. So that's a 6.
Okay. It's 21 points of force damage.
Alright.
As you're sitting here on the dock, large explosion. A couple of the racks next to you, like crack, and the water kind of like vibrates underneath you as it detonates. Captain
I
Darsh.
totally meant to go back to my my spot.
Oh,
my
if you
future.
want to
Okay.
go somewhere specific, you can.
Yeah, I was kind of out of the way over here.
Okay. Then yeah, the sand kind of like disperses around you and makes like waves in the sand all around you. But yeah, it explodes in your hands.
Alright, I'll just keep making explosives until someone tells me to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting until everybody's ready to head out on the boat.
Okay.
16.
All right. Yeah. And that'll be enough to make some mines. So you're continuing to make explosives. Moat, you're waiting to till everyone's ready for the boat. Asher, do you want to do anything else at this moment?
I'm actually heading towards Humphreys to see if he has any more diamonds, so I think this all like coincides.
Okay. So yeah, you head towards Humphreys, and when you get there, you see a like full-handed Zarlod, carrying like a bunch of different stuff, and kind of was just like, excuse me, if I could just get right past you here, and just like trying. As you approach, you see him like trying to get around Packer, who is standing guard at the gate, and Humphrey is just smiling, looking at him, struggling. But as he sees you approach, he's just like, hello, Asher. What brings you here? Are you also getting ready to go on the boat?
Suppose I am, knowing all along that eventually we were going to go to Navistar. But also, so talk to me about how, like your diamonds. Have any diamonds for sale?
Yes, I use diamonds in my crafting of magical weapons. I don't normally sell them, but what are you looking for?
Here we go again. You know, I just want to know your price on a diamond if you had to sell one.
He holds up his hand. Asher, I promise you, I will give you the correct price. I understand that some spells need this. I will give it to you them at cost.
Oh, okay. Well, full honesty then. I'm looking for a diamond worth like 500 gold. What say you?
Easy enough, Asher. If you give me 500 gold, I can spare that.
Woo! Okay. 1 diamond, please.
Okay, and he hands you over a singular diamond. This one is slightly smaller than the singular one that you have, but it is like cut.
Mm-hmm.
Hands it over to you, and you give him the gold.
Perfect. I remove 500 gold.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Trade for trade then.
Yeah, and you really only have to worry about that with shady dealers.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Whew. Okay, so this guy's here. Who else is here?
Hoovel,
Moat?
behind them, Hoovel, you did pass Hoovel on the beach. He was making explosives. So you kind of like steered clear of him for the time being.
Meanwhile, he's like, save me. I don't want to do this anymore.
And then, Moat, are you on the boat waiting for people, or are you...
Probably.
Okay. So yeah, you would see Moat, you would see, Zarlad still trying to get around Packer. Packer not even, like, paying attention to him, just standing right in his way. And then, like, the usual deckhands.
Okay. Yeah. I will be right back then. I head back to the beach. I'm gonna go corral Hoovel, save him from his misery.
Actually, well, I mean, he's probably cackling every few minutes.
Okay.
Like, been blown up a few times. Like feathers in disarray.
Maddened
and
by
kind of
like the
singed.
fumes.
Yeah.
It's the way you said, until somebody tells me to do something else. I was like, oh god, somebody get there. Yeah, but I head back towards the beach.
Okay, while you're doing that, Humphrey's gonna speak to you, Moat, and it's just like, well, seems like everyone's busy. Are we planning on leaving now?
Once everybody is done and prepared, we are ready to leave whenever.
Okay, I wasn't expecting so soon, but I will prepare the boats and be ready by tomorrow morning.
Well,
And
thank you
it's
very much.
at this point it's like mid-afternoon. You can start seeing different shades of the sunset. We will leave at first light. I don't want to take off in the darkness, but that shouldn't be an issue. And as he's talking, he's like already packing up some stuff. Almost more talking to himself at this point than really anyone else.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish right now before getting on this boat? This is kind
I'm
of like
just
the,
like-
the point in the video game where it's like, are you sure you want to leave this place?
Yeah.
You may not be able to
Divinity on
return.
that starter island.
Yeah.
I don't. I actually do tell him there's one more thing that we need to do before we leave.
Okay.
And I just remembered it. We need to hunt down a snapping turtle.
Oh. Boy, they left with the pirates.
But I already confirmed that there is just some on the bottom of the water here. We just need to bait them up, get one snapping turtle heart to the lady.
We can do
Okay.
depth charges.
How do we do a bait? They like fish.
Depth
I tell
Oh!
I tell Humphrey that give us one more day.
No issue. One more day won't be any issue to me at all.
Good
Take a
news,
diamond-
I'm still
dynamite thrown in
packing
the
dried
water.
fish.
Okay, then yeah, that'll be the last thing we do is hunt down a snapping turtle.
Then, as you guys plan to make a snapping turtle and get all your things back on the boat, I will call the session there. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you bitches next time.
See ya, bitches, next time for some new scenery.
Get ready.
Get ready.
We aren't.
Believe it.
Believe it.